Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. In today's video, I'm going to be organizing my mom's closet. So I'm actually here visiting my parents for a little bit, and I thought it would be fun to organize and declutter my mom's closet with you guys. There's a lot of work to be done. She has a really nice big closet, but it's just kind of disorganized right now, and I know that she wants to do some decluttering. So if you're ready for it, let's jump right into the video.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days.
We're starting with my mom's shoes today, and fair warning, she has a lot of shoes, and we're going to go through and declutter them. And I'll explain later some of the questions that I was asking her as we were going through and decluttering and she was trying on some of her shoes. But I did want to kind of say at the outset that everyone has different priorities in life and everyone has different interests and things that bring them happiness. And I know shoes are something that my mom just absolutely loves. And I think that's perfectly fine if something brings you happiness in life, to have an abundance of it. But you want to make sure that they're things you truly love and you're using and wearing and all of those things. And as we're going through my mom's closet, you might be thinking to yourself, you have far less pairs of shoes, or you maybe even have more pairs of shoes, or your collection looks similar. Hopefully throughout this video, you can get some inspiration regardless of what your collection looks like and learn some tips on decluttering and kind of what we did in my mom's closet.
Trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, really wanna know.
For the shoes, this section was more of her sandals and her flats. My parents are out in California, so it is warm throughout the year. So she does have a lot of sandals and flats and those types of shoes. And as we went through this section, we went color by color and talked about things like, how do these shoes fit? How do they feel? Do they hurt you? Shoes that hurt you, I'm telling you, are not worth keeping. So definitely get rid of any heels or sandals that cut into your feet and you aren't comfortable when you wear them. We also talked about whether they were still in style and if they were things that she still wanted to wear. We talked about the condition, if they were kind of old and dingy looking and probably time to get rid of them, as well as her lifestyle right now. I know it's difficult right now because a lot of us are still going out less than we were before, but hopefully things will pick back up again and we will be wearing all of our shoes again. But thinking about your lifestyle and whether these shoes fit your lifestyle or if it fits more of a dream and ideal lifestyle. I don't know how this happened, but for some reason, my mom had 2 pairs of shoes that she knew didn't fit her, and I tried them on and they actually ended up fitting me because my mom's shoe size is almost 2 sizes larger than mine, which is crazy. She told me that her feet grew 1 size with each kid that she had. So I have an older brother, so she had 2 kids, and she said each kid it grew a size, and that seems crazy to me that it grew a size with each kid and stayed that way. I know oftentimes feet get really swollen when you're pregnant, but I did not know that they can grow and stay larger than before. I was really impressed with my mom as we were going through and decluttering stuff. She's actually pretty good when I sit down with her and we go through any area in her house and declutter. You'll see that bag of giveaway and donations and things that she might want to sell is just growing and growing. And we decided just to kind of keep a few bags and start filling them up with things she wanted to get rid of. And after, we would evaluate whether they were going to be donations, things that she wanted to sell, or things she wanted to give to me, or whatever the category was.
This night
She has a lot of really fun pairs of colored loafers, and because we freed up so much space on that first shelving unit where she had most of her shoes, we were able to move those over and have all of those flat type shoes in one spot, and then save this other rack for her tennis shoes and some of her sandals that are more casual looking.
We don't need to go on a fast. I need this night to last. I can't get up alone. Too heavy on my own.
It was pretty dusty in there, so I just wanted to wipe it down really quickly while I took everything out, and I had that opportunity.
I'm still standing here, searching for steady ground, a place to settle down. No reasons left to find. One day I'll change your mind, and it won't come easy, but I know it's worth the fight. And I will run across the rivers, anywhere with you. I won't give up.
For her flip-flops, we pulled everything out and dumped it on the floor so we could look at all of the colors at once. She has a lot of casual, rubbery Havaianas flip-flops and a couple of other brands. So we tried to go through and get rid of some of them, but she truly loves them and likes matching her outfits to her shoes. So that's totally fine. We kept the ones that she likes, got rid of some duplicates, and put them back into this cute little flip-flop box that she got. I think she said from Bed Bath & Beyond or somewhere like that. But it's a perfect way to store these casual flip-flops. You can just stick them all in there and they can be nice and close together and they don't take up a bunch of room. I hope you're enjoying my cute little cat that has been joining us and popping in and out. Of course, she went right into that little cubby where the flip-flop bin goes, so I couldn't put it away right away. So I finished putting away the rest of the flip-flops while she hung out in there, and then when she left, I got an opportunity to stick it back in there. She is a very curious little kitty. My parents have two of them. Their names are Lucy and Gracie, and they are American short-haired silver tabbies for anybody wondering, because I'm sure somebody's going to ask what type of cat they are. Believe it or not, she has more shoes, and we're heading over to the door of the closet where she has this shoe rack organizer that she uses to put some of her more formal heels on. And honestly, I would not recommend this organizer. She doesn't like it. I don't like it. For the life of us, we couldn't figure out which way to put her shoes. And it's possible that it didn't work as well for her because her feet are a little bit on the bigger side. So that might be a reason. But it seemed like with every pair of shoes, it would work one way, and then you'd try another pair of shoes and it wouldn't work the same way for that pair, and you'd have to flip it. So you can see me just laughing away, not knowing which way to do each pair of shoes. And it looks kind of just disorganized to me to have them facing all different directions and stored different ways. And if you do have a smaller closet space or a lot of shoes and you feel like you need to take advantage of that door space, I think there are other options out there for over-the-door shoe storage that are much better than this. So if you see something like this, it's Now that we're done with all of the shoes, let's take a look at the after of those few spaces that we just went over. On to clothing. So I'm going to start with this small little section where she has more of her jackets on top, and then we're going to put her lighter weight blouses on the bottom that are more formal. So I'm going to go through item by item, showing my mom what's in there. She didn't want to be on camera, which is, again, totally fine. I don't blame people for not wanting to be on camera. And I really wanted to help her and be the one to go through her closet with her and let her just kind of sit back and relax while I did all of the heavy lifting and the work. And she could just focus on making decisions on what she wants to keep and get rid of, and I could do all of the organizing for her. This space didn't take too long to go through, so I'm going to move to the shelf that's above the shoes where we started. There are a couple of things that don't really fit there that were items that should have been hung up, so I'm going to hang those up and continue going through item by item and showing my mom. And then it's time to take down the bins that she had and all of the sweaters. So the bins had t-shirts and long sleeve shirts that were very casual. And then folded, she had some lightweight sweaters. So we were going to go through those as well.
Go out and face the cold, but it's a really good time for a monologue. Can't let this pass, I find it hard to breathe. The time is up, the bell has rang, and it's really hard to understand.
We started by finding out that my mom had a bunch of sweatshirts and some sweatpants, and she honestly doesn't wear stuff like that really. She wears a lot of casual dresses around the house, so we decided to get rid of a lot of that. And I think she was kind of surprised that some of it was in there. That is a really important thing to keep in mind as you're going through your closet, is that you need to be able to see what you have, and you shouldn't have so much that you actually forget what you own. So I think after we're done with this, I'm going to make her some little labels for these bins so she knows what's in there, because oftentimes we do forget where we put things and what we actually have. And I don't think she knew that she had a bin full of sweatshirts and sweatpants. Next up, we had her casual t-shirts, and we went through them one by one like we've been doing with everything, and worked through whether they're things that she truly likes and if they're still her style, trying to figure out the last time she wore something. Again, did she know she even had it? Now that she knows she has it, is she going to wear it? All of those things.
The closer you will feel. Someday our roads have crossed before.
Just like those flip-flops, I feel like my mom has a lot of basic colored t-shirts, which is a great staple to have, but we wanted to go through them and figure out how many long sleeves she had, how many short sleeves, was it a rounded neck, was it a V-neck, and how many she actually needed of each color in each style. I personally don't think that you need a red short sleeve V-neck, a short sleeve crew neck, and a long sleeve of both. That's just far too many. So having a variation of colors and styles is good. You don't need everything in every color and every style. Now with all of those t-shirts put away, and again, I'm planning on making some labels for her for those bins a little bit later. We went through the sweaters really quickly, and I am just going to put them on the shelf in order of weight and color. So we did one stack of lightweight, light colored sweaters, a stack of heavier weight, light colored sweaters, and then a stack of heavier, dark colored sweaters and lightweight, dark colored sweaters. That was a mouthful to say. Now here is the after of that little space with the shelves and everything all nice and neat. Okay, on to the rest of the clothing, and this part was, I think, a little bit more difficult for my mom. She wasn't really dreading going through her shoes or her t-shirts and casual clothing, but the rest of it, I think, can be really difficult, especially if you are in between sizes or you're working on a health and fitness goal and trying to lose a few pounds. And it can be really stressful going through your closet when you have multiple sizes of things and you are working towards a goal weight. So I wanted to start with what was easier for her and focus on that stuff first so we could kind of get in the groove of it before we started working through things that were maybe a little bit more difficult mentally to work through. If you are somebody who's in between sizes, if you fluctuate weight, or if you're working towards a goal weight and trying to lose a few pounds, your strategy really shouldn't be that different as you're going through your closet. So I wanted my mom to think about not, oh, this piece of clothing is in the size that I want it to be. I wanted her to think about, when that fit her or when it's going to fit her. Is it something that she's excited to wear? Is it something that she previously felt good in when she wore it and it fit her? And if it's something that is in a size that you're working towards and you either previously fit in that size and didn't love it and didn't feel great wearing it, or you're not excited about getting to that weight to wear that item, there is no reason for you to keep that and hold on to it. You're actually going to want to work towards your goal if you have items that make you excited to reach that goal. And it's just taking up space, and when you get to that goal weight and those clothing items fit you, you're just going to end up decluttering them anyway because you don't want to wear them. So you should get rid of them now. And the same thing applies for the size that you currently are. Don't just focus on that dream and goal weight. Make sure you have items that make you feel good the way your body looks right now. I think that's so important. And that's the number one thing I look at as I'm going through my closet. If I don't feel good in it and I don't feel confident in it and I don't like the way that it makes me look, that is the number one reason that I'm going to get rid of and declutter a piece of clothing. I tend to hold on to clothing for a long time. A lot of my clothing is still from high school. It's like 10 years old. I don't care as much about style as I care about how I feel in my clothing. So it's important just to look at style, and that may be something that's more of a priority for you than it is for me, but how you feel, it's hard to argue with that. For my mom's closet specifically, because she does have a lot of clothing, one of the other things we really focused on was duplicates, and if she truly needed a lot of things that looked very similar, or if she could get away with decluttering some of it and just having a similar item and using that in the instance that she might have worn the other one. So for this, I kind of like to frame my mind around if I need, for example, a black cardigan, a super simple example, which black cardigan am I going to reach for? Let's say you have 5 of them and you think to yourself, okay, well, if it's a certain outfit, I'm going to wear this cardigan. And if it's another outfit, I'm going to wear that cardigan. But you keep choosing the same 2 cardigans, and those other 3, you can't figure out a scenario that you would wear it, or you would pick one of the first 2 over it every single time, then those 3 you can probably get rid of. I use that strategy throughout my closet all the time. I think about different scenarios. You're going to be invited to a wedding. What are you going to wear? You're going to go out on a date night with your spouse. What outfit are you going to wear? And if you keep choosing certain outfits over others, and you're always going to pick something over another item, the item that you keep passing up for something else that you like more is the thing that you need to declutter. I'm going rapid fire speed with this video, honestly. I sped the clips up a little bit faster than I usually do because there was just a lot of clothing to go through, and it's a similar repetitive process. Each type of clothing, there's a little bit of a different methodology that we were using and things that we were talking through, but for the most part, it's very similar. So I'm going to time lapse through a little bit of this, and apologies for the fast pace and speed, but I did not want this video to be 2 hours long. Make sure you stick around for another few minutes here if you've made it this far, because I'm going to show you the afters and then the piles that my mom is actually going to declutter and sell. She separated it into 3 different piles depending on where she wants to sell her clothing and where she's going to donate it. Thanks for watching today. I am absolutely exhausted from decluttering and reorganizing my mom's closet. We made so much progress. There's tons of stuff to donate, and everything just has more space in general and looks a lot cleaner, and all of her clothes are clothing that she loves, and her shoes are much better. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That would mean a lot to me. And until next time, I will see you guys later.